Hey, just a quick video on users, permission groups, and teams within Adversus. So first of all, when you go to users on the menu on the left, there are three types of users. If we go to create user, we'll be able to see them. There is the user type agent. An agent is a user that are allowed to call from Adversus. This means this is most users because most users are calling from Adversus. We also have calendar users. A calendar user is a user that can have meetings or appointment books towards the user. So an agent will book meetings for a calendar user. The last user is an inside user. This is a user that are not invoiced, but can't live listen, can't call leads through the system, can't enter the campaigns, but they can, however, upload leads or look at some statistics. That's an inside user. Within all users, you have the possibility to make them an administrator. This means that they will never be limited by other things that calling, because that is the general type of user they are. Everything else is available for them if they are an administrator. If you are not an administrator, you will have the permissions that your permission groups allow you. As a standard, when you create an agent, you will automatically be added to the permission group agents or agenda, which is right here. If we go to users again, and we go to the permission group, you're able to see what kind of permissions the agent group actually has. As you can see, they have the possibility to go to the dialer, and they have the possibility to look at their own leads. This means that they are not able to do anything else than what the permission groups are allowing them to do. As a standard, we have defined the three groups that there are, one for agents, one for calendar, and one for insight. We have done these all by default, but you can change the default if you want to. So let's assume that your agents are creating manual lead. You are able to add the permission to create manual lead. Oh, you can actually see it right here. So let's assume it wasn't there. You can actually create lead. So now the user Jonas will be able to go to dialer, lead zone, and create the lead. That is what his permission group is allowing him to do. Building on permission groups, you are able to create a new permission group. So for instance, let's assume that you have normal agents and you do have a supervisor. A supervisor will be an agent because he needs to call leads as well, but he will also need to, for instance, listen live, or look at some statistics, or go to the dashboard. That makes sense if you're a supervisor that you do have those permissions. Therefore, we will create a new permission group called supervisor and allowing that kind of user to have other permissions than an agent. This is what limits the things you can actually do in Adversus. And now we're moving on to teams. Remember, if you are an administrator on your user, there is no limitations. But if you are not an administrator, you are also limited by teams. This is not permission. You have the correct permission. But in teams, you can choose which campaigns the permissions can be used on for the user. So let's assume that you have two different departments, Department A and Department B. The supervisor for Department B and the teams, the agents on Department B will only access campaigns that are relevant to the Department B. In that way, you can actually split up the campaigns, so you're only allowed to look at information within the campaigns and within the permission groups as well. As a standard, you have all campaigns. That's why it's called standard T, but you can limit it if you want to. I hope this was beneficial for you. If you have any questions regarding it, feel free to get in touch with us, and have a great day.